welcome to today's video. I was feeling a little impulsive and decided to tint my eyebrows this afternoon, and I'm absolutely in love with the result. This looks like I drew my eyebrows on like I always do, but there is nothing in my brows. This is just a tint. And the best part is it's super inexpensive and available at like all the drugstores or Target or anywhere. And if you've been here since my first video, you're probably wondering, didn't she already do this? And the answer is yes, I did. This was my very first video, was how to tint your eyebrows at home. But today I just felt like I could do it again, maybe do it better. You can watch and see. Let me know down below what you think at the end. But yeah, mostly I really just wanted to tint my eyebrows. I loved it whenever I used to do it, and I'm not really sure why I stopped because these are amazing results. And I'm so happy that I don't have to do my brows for like at least the next week. So if you want to see how I tint my eyebrows at home, then just keep on watching. So these are my naked brows. I have no product in them. I did do the rest of my makeup just because I felt like doing it this morning. But as of right now, there's nothing in my brows. And I'm just gonna be tinting them today. This is actually what I did for my very first YouTube video, and I'm not like doing like a recreation or anything. I just wanted to tint my brows, so I'm gonna tell you all about it. I tried to watch my original one and it made me feel super cringy, so I had to stop watching it. So hopefully this one is just better than that one. Let's jump on into it. I have some Just for Men mustache and beard dye in M40 medium dark brown, and this is probably my fourth time using it because I haven't done it since I made that video, which I said was my third time doing it. So this would be my fourth, and it's been like over a year and a half since I have dyed my brows at home, but I was a really big fan of it and did it 3 times. So I'm sure it's gonna turn out great. I really just wanted something because it's getting really hot. Summer is here in Texas, and I know that I'm gonna be wanting to go to the pool and the beach and not want to have a bunch of makeup on, and I just have like really sad brows. So I figured that dyeing them right now would probably be a good idea with summer. So to get started, I want to show you what all comes in the box. So we have the color developer and the color base in the tubes. These are 0.5 ounces each, and this will last you a very long time if you're only doing your brows. They also give you a little plastic boat to mix everything in. Excuse that mine is dirty, it is used. And then they also give you this brush, which is way too big, but I do end up using it for mixing with the other end of it. And since we are doing our brows, I use an angled Sephora brush for application. Just like a rule of thumb, if you're ever dyeing anything, your hair, your face, your skin, like because I'm technically going to be dyeing my skin in this process, you need to do a test patch. So go do a test patch before you do this the first time. I'm a little bit nervous because this product is like a year old, but I looked it up and it said that hair dye is usually good for 3 years. So, okay, so I've got my boat and I've got the color base, which is the darker, like the actual dye. And you really just need like a pea-sized amount, and then equal part developer. Okay, pause. I'm gonna have to go to the store and buy new dye. My stuff is way too dark. I think that this dye is bad. It should not be this color. So I'm gonna go get some fresh dye and I'll be back. And I'm back. Had to do a Target run, a lunch run, put my baby to sleep, and then like reset up. So here we are, and I have a new box. It's actually a different shade. This one is medium brown. It's basically the same thing. So they didn't have the other shade, but I mean, that was just the first one I've ever tried. So I figured this wouldn't really matter either way. But here are the new color developer and color base bottles. It came with a new boat, nice and clean, and then the same brush as before. Okay, so let's whip this up again. So yeah, that's the color that you should be getting when you put the color base in. And let's mix this up. And then close these up tightly. I'm not really sure why mine went bad so fast. Maybe it's just because I was looking up just like how long any hair dye lasts, and it said 3 years, but maybe this just expires faster. But it's not a big deal. It's not like it's expensive. Okay, so next is the fun part, and I really wouldn't even worry about if you mess up because I always have some baby wipes on hand, and if you ever mess anything up, you can just wipe it off. It's really only gonna stay there if you like leave it on your face for the 5 minutes or more. So as long as you wipe it off before then you're gonna be fine. So I'm just gonna use this to color my brows just like I normally would. Let me zoom y'all in. Okay, so here is my brow, and I'm gonna work and talk. So I'm gonna grab some of this with my brush. So when I do my brows, I usually start with underneath, and I'm just gonna go about like how I would normally with my pencil. So I go under, and these are my brows grown out. I've actually been growing them out for a while, trying really hard not to pluck them, and this is where we've gotten, so pretty good. They're definitely better than they used to be, but as you can see I have like bald spots, so putting a lot of product over here, and the dye will start getting darker and you'll be able to kind of see what shape you're making, because yeah, like over here I don't really have hairs to dye. That's why it's like you're tinting the skin too. And I do get little blonde hairs also, so this will make some of my natural hairs darker as well, which is kind of the goal. Like the goal of the product itself is for a mustache and beards to make them darker or to take away gray hairs. So this will also dye some of my little baby gray hairs that I have in my brows. Okay, I'm gonna let that get a little bit darker and start on the other side. Yeah, I don't really know if brow tinting is like a big thing anymore, but I just figured with summer that this would be a good idea. Oop, I got way too much product, hang on. Gotta be careful up here around your eyes because you don't want to like drop any product onto your eye. It's gonna burn your eye. Yeah, I just don't understand why my brows don't grow more hair on the tails. Like, why don't you go out to like here? It just stops. Okay, see, now that this has sat in my brow for a while, it's a lot darker, and I can kind of go in here and add more where I want and kind of decide what to do. Or I can like kind of move it or feather it around. We can even grab a baby wipe in a second. Honestly, that looks pretty good though. Okay, so I just take a baby wipe underneath my nail, and I just kind of want to angle this down a little bit. And I'm also going to come over here and grab this little extra bit. Okay, so now I'm just trying to even them out. This is my shorter brow, so once I did the other side, I kind of needed to add to it. Okay, so now that they're getting pretty dark, I don't want the fronts to be as dark, so I'm gonna wipe these a little bit now. And I'm just using that baby wipe again. I don't wanna have to go to the sink. So yeah, you can just wipe anywhere that you want it to be like lighter or more faded. So like down here at the front. Okay, and it's already been a couple of minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and wait like probably 2 or 3 more minutes before I wipe this off. I still feel like I could have added a little bit more over here, but I'm still gonna like be doing my brows like when I care about it. This is more so just for it to look a little bit better with no makeup. And I'll be back whenever we're ready to wipe this off. Okay, and I'm just gonna baby wipe them and then I'll wash them off camera. I mean, that's way better than my natural brow. Let's do the other side. Wow. Okay. I don't remember it being that good of a turnout last time that I did it. So yeah, there's no product in my brows, but it totally looks like there is. So this will last for a couple of days, maybe like a week. week or so. It's not gonna last like forever, but if you're like me and you have very bald brows, like this is a life changer for me to be able to wake up and just like not have to do my brows. I don't know if I could put like a side by side of me with no brows and then me with this now, but I just feel like when I have my makeup done and no brows that I look weird, and brows really like help my face with like the symmetry and everything. I am so happy with how this turned out. I think I am going to redo the tails because I am just so bald right there and I want to see if I can make that a little bit darker. So yeah, I've got some dye left here. I'm just gonna put this in those bald spots really quick, wait again, and then I'll be back. I'm not gonna show you all the whole process, but here's me starting it. And we'll do a little movie magic. Here's me waiting, it's in my brows. And some more movie magic and we will be done. So it didn't make like the biggest difference on the bald spots. I only did 4 more minutes. I was nervous to go too long and like irritate my brow, but you can see like there's so much that's stained on my skin, like in a good way. And also my brow hairs are darker. And I definitely think that this like brown is definitely still cool. It's not like a warm brown, which is what I was nervous with because I actually use taupe now when I'm doing my brows. But yeah, with this, I'm not even really gonna need to do my brows very much. Like I might just add a little bit right in there in the bald spots, but this looks great. I really like it. I'm so happy that I did this today. This is gonna be so nice for like the last 2 weeks of school. I won't have to spend so much time getting ready. I can like sleep in the morning. Y'all don't understand. I have horrible brows. It takes me so long to do my brows in the morning. Oh, I'm so happy. I can't believe that I stopped doing this for a year. Like it's so worth it. It's inexpensive. It works as long as you don't have a skin allergy. Like my brows feel fine. I'm gonna wash my face after this anyways. I don't recommend only doing the baby wipe. So yeah, I definitely recommend using this to tint your brows at home. It is so easy and really anybody could do it as long as you already know the shape of your brows. Like I've perfected my brows in the last like 3 months with the not plucking and like really letting them grow out. So they just kind of tell me where they want to go. But I would definitely practice with a pencil first so that you kind of know like where you're going to want to put the product when you get started. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of random and like I've already kind of done it before, but I hope this was a better tutorial on how to tint your brows at home. If you did like this video, please leave a thumbs up down below and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next new video. I'm gonna do a giveaway at 400 subscribers, so help us reach that goal and then we get to do a giveaway. Thank you again for watching and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.